guys, welcome back to another video. Sweet Tooth Gaming here. So today we'll be playing a Titanic game. It's Titanic. The objective of the game is to avoid all the icebergs, but if you actually hit one, it does actually sink like the actual ship. Let's go ahead and get to Ice Field 1.
Hey buddy.
I went ahead and got rid of that ad. Okay, so I see an iceberg ahead. After Ice Field 1, I'll show you guys the Titanic sink. Let's kind of maneuver to the right. Okay, so I safely passed one iceberg. Well, looks like we're gonna hit the sink because I just scraped the iceberg. How I knew I scraped. Get rid of that head. How I know I scraped the iceberg is whenever the controls go away. And these two arrows down here rotate the camera. The lights are flickering. Let's go ahead and shoot up a flare. Yeah, this is a long sink. I didn't mean to hit the iceberg, the stern of it hit. Sending up another flare. You can see the ship is listing forward a little bit. Sending up another flare until I run out. Okay, so I'm going to keep the camera on the side because, like I said, it actually sinks like the actual Titanic. Eventually the power will go completely out and the ship will even break in half. The funnels will fall off too. But for the real Titanic, the fourth funnel was for ventilation and not for the exhaust. The first three were for that. I can hear some people being lowered down on the lifeboat. If you look over by the lights. Music just now kicked in. That must mean that the band is playing. I'm out of flares. Because the band, even though they were all terrified, they still played to try and keep the passengers calm while they all try to evacuate the ship through the lifeboats. There goes the other one, paddling up. There's the ship groaning because of the metal. Another lifeboat just now hit the water. It's probably the ones on the other side. Another lifeboat just hit the water. trying to give you guys a good view of its sink. I'll try Ice Field 2 after this. That's the ship itself. Sounds like a bell. People are jumping off. If you look on the stern, you can see the people jumping off of it. Yep. More people jumping off the stern of it. Most of these people died because of the how cold the water was. They died of hypothermia. You can see the ship power completely went out. So that means it's about to break in half. There we go. I just saw a few people being flung off. There is a rescue mode, but I don't have that unlocked. There's also Ice Challenge. Yeah, the people didn't last 15 minutes in the water because of how cold it was. It was below freezing. I think it was like 20 degrees Celsius or 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about how cold how cold the water was that the ship was in. After the ship goes underwater, I'll get a level fail. Okay, so... Oh, I can even fire off the flares in the menu. I didn't even know that. Okay, let's go ahead and do Ice Field 2. Okay, right off the bat, there's an iceberg in my view. This is the required camera to maneuver the ship and also accelerate it. I do see another iceberg up there, but the ship will be able to easily turn and maneuver it. Yeah, see, the small icebergs don't really bother the ship, it's the bigger ones that will puncture the hull. Okay, let's go ahead and start turning to the left a little bit. You know, like that iceberg over there. We'll sink it. Because the Titanic does have a hitbox. That's the bell warning me about the iceberg. Just gonna try and maneuver around this. Looks like I actually got pretty close to that one. These ones will sink the ship, so I hate ads.
This is so awesome. I can't believe this happened.
Okay, so far it's taken me over 100 seconds to maneuver through the ice. Or around the ice, however you want to put it. I'm just being careful to make sure that I'm... Whoops, didn't mean to shoot that flare off. I ended up accidentally shooting the flare so many times. Okay, so let's kind of maneuver around this one. The one that I just passed, I think, was about the size of the one that the Titanic actually hit. I know it was taller than the first deck. I know that for sure. Because the iceberg had to be bigger than the ship in order to sink it. Again, speed it up. Okay, so I see the shadow of the iceberg of the one that's directly ahead of me. So let's go ahead and we're almost out. By the way, I changed my name on the game to Captain Smith. That's a joke because that was the actual captain of the Titanic. I also did that to make it a little more realistic. See, yeah, that stern's not going to hit. Okay. Yeah, the stern is safely maneuvered around it. And then now it should just be a straight voyage from here on. Because there's 3 more icebergs left. 244 seconds and counting up. About the average is like 340 something for me. For Icefield 1. And this is Icefield 2. There's the last iceberg. So I could just send it. But yeah, that iceberg right there was about the size of the one that the Titanic struck in real life. There we go.
I like to party!
I enjoyed the video. See you all next time.